Welcome everyone to a video presentation by the Gray Company podcast. This is Derek, and with me as always is my Ursine companion, Dan, aka Bjorn, aka Captain Beefheart. And we will be playing through Trouble in Tharbad, which is the latest adventure in the Ringmaker adventure cycle that has been coming out recently. And it's a really fun quest, so we wanted to show it off for you guys and also show off some of the decks we've been running, including one of our newer heroes, Idraine. But I will talk about her in a little while. I'll let Dan talk now. So Dan, how are you, and what deck are you running there?
Doing okay. Hopefully I will not make any major mistakes in this playthrough. It's been a long day for me, so we will see how my brain holds out.
Well, we know the internet will keep you honest, so.
Oh, I'm sure I will hear about any mistakes I make. Thank you, internet. Yeah, so this deck is actually, I made it for Gen Con. We were hoping that the Road Darkens would be out, so the goal was Ian was going to have a Gandalf-based deck, and we kind of built all our decks around that. This is a slight modification of that, in that Gandalf Ally has been added back in, and made a couple tweaks so that Derek's and my deck kind of synergize a little bit better, and we'll see how it goes.
So you've got Elro here, who will obviously be your super blocker.
Yep.
Eladan and good old Sam Gamgee. For my deck, it's mechanically sound, I hope, and also thematically sound. I've got the core set Aragorn with the alternate art. Thanks, Tom. And I've got Idraine, one of my favorite new heroes, and I've got the ubiquitous Spirit Glorfindel. And it should be a good little mix, even thematically, because this deck is mostly Rangers and Elves, and obviously Dan's got Elves and the Hobbit, and so it should be thematically pleasing, and we'll wreck this quest, I hope. But anything else before we get going here, Dan?
No, just that, yeah, my deck's definitely built for combat, and I've got a bunch of some global effects and tricks in here too that should work good for multiplayer. So
cool.
It'll be fun to see how this works.
Yeah, and that's really the key with this quest. Requires a lot of heavy questing to get your threat down, which we'll talk about in a second. But you're also being pursued by these nasty spies from Mordor, and there's a couple other beefy orcs as well. And then you have the final boss in Belloc. But I believe we are all set up. We have got the cards for the later stage set aside. We have got the 2 spies from Mordor in the staging area. And we've got the empty mug as our first location. Nahlir is sitting comfortably on Dan's side of the board, so let's go ahead and proceed to stage 1B, which has the effect time 4 forced after the last time counter is removed from this quest. Reduce each player's threat elimination level by 10 for the remainder of the game, then place 4 time counters on the stage. And this was really the cool thing about this quest, because I think we mentioned on the podcast last episode that this had been mentioned in the core rulebook, but it had never really been tampered with before until this quest, the whole, messing around with the threat elimination level. But anyways, as we quest, we'll actually reduce our threat. We don't make quest progress as usual, but we reduce our threat. Once we get to 0, we'll proceed to stage 2. I believe that's it. We ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's see if we can get the automation to work. I'll go ahead and Control N, and you can follow me there. Oh, there we go. Hey, it worked. All right, you're planning, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2. I got a very, very good opening hand here.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna get the 2 and then spend them immediately to stick Celebrian Stone on Aragorn. This is one of the...
Awesome.
You can go ahead and take control of that. This is one of the things that I added to make our decks work together a little bit better. And I am going to go ahead, better safe than sorry, and stick Gondorian Shield on Elro.
Holy smokes, that was a really good opening hand.
Yeah. That's it from me.
Wow. Don't need to do anything else. Well, Celebrian Stone will be super helpful because besides the fact that Aragorn's meant to quest every turn, and it gets the +2 bonus, with his readying effect. He'll also get a spirit icon, so that'll help me to kind of smooth things out if I need to. So speaking of which, would you like some card draw?
I love card draw.
All right, so I'll use my first. Yeah, why not? First spirit resource. I'll put Ancient Matham on the empty mug. It's an interesting card because represented in the art, but Tharbad is kind of a ruined city, but I guess there's an inn still there. Maybe it's a ruined inn. I don't know. I try not to overthink things. I'll spend another one to play Light of Valinor on Glorfindel to get even more action advantage, and one more to play Sylvan Refugee to get some early questing down. And I guess that's it.
Cool.
All right, who are you going to send questing?
I'm going to be aggressive here since we're trying to lower our threat. I'm going to send 5.
Great. I'll send 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 14.
Pretty good.
Actually, obviously I'm going to send 11. So that's 16. That'll be good. All right, here we go. First card is Tharbad Hideout, which is going to surge. Second card is Orc Hunter. When revealed, either remove it. Go ahead.
I'm going to vote that we remove a time counter here and not double surge, essentially.
I have no problem with that. And then our second card is this guy. Oof.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that guy's big and bad. We got all the nasties up front, didn't we? When I played this with Matthew the other day, I think we went like 2 rounds before we got any enemies besides the spy. All right, let's count it up. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 to our 16, so that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we reduce our threat by 2.
Excellent. And I'm going to draw those 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty good. I'm liking my draw so far. My deck's really being nice to me.
That's a nice change. Let's see. Next, we might as well hit the hideout, get it out of the stadium.
Absolutely. Yeah, that passive is really good.
Yeah, so we will not have to remove any time counters, either from attacks or from the refresh phase. That's good. Okay, so there's nobody we need to take, but we should definitely try to knock some of these out if we can. But I don't think we can.
My preference is to leave the spies, especially since your deck's going to start ramping willpower in a pretty insane way.
Hopefully.
And mine should be able to help in that regard as well. I'd rather pull the lower engagement cost guys down.
Okay.
Especially like this, let me see. It's engaged after time counter is removed. Gets 2 shadow cards.
So we're in a bit of a pickle at this point because we don't have Sentinel for Elro here yet.
Yeah, I guess what I'm thinking is I kind of want to optional this guy, and
Okay.
This turn I'm just going to block him straight up because I got 5 defense, and I'll just hope for no bad shadow. And then next turn I have a solution so that his ability is really not going to matter. Actually, we're not removing time counters anyway, so he's actually not really going to hurt us. But my thought here is I will be able to put some damage on him next turn, actually. And,
Okay.
Well, let's see. Let me think about this here. He's a 4 defense with 5 hit points. I wonder, might just be better. Yeah,
I'm probably going to optional the Orc Hunter just to get him out of the staging area. I won't be able to kill him outright, but I'll at least be able to put a couple points on him.
Yeah, I guess let's leave the Marauder for now and you go ahead and optional the Orc Hunter. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to pull the spies because I don't want to just start killing the time counters too quickly.
Well, yeah.
I see, because of the location. Yeah.
But if we, but again.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I could take him. Well, I was gonna say I could take him and.
Let me optional one. I get to ready Sam. I'm not going to put any damage on him this turn, but.
Okay. And yes, Internet, I know we did that in the wrong order. Please forgive us.
Yeah, it's fine. I optional the spy. You guys just didn't see it happen in the order that it happened.
These aren't the spies you're looking for.
Yeah, I forgot about the active location. It makes sense to pull him now because he's not actually going to take a time counter off. So.
Okay. Well, then I guess I should. Well, should I take the other one then? Or are we just overthinking this?
No, because it's not going to hurt us that my guy is engaged next round because I'm going to make it so he doesn't attack.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about the time counter there. I think it would be better for you to have the hunter and then try and because we know Idrian's going to ready at the beginning. Oh, it sucks that it's at the beginning of the quest phase. That's unfortunate. It's actually before she commits.
What are you talking about? Oh, when that
Tharbad
goes away,
Hideout is
yeah,
going to
yeah, yeah.
explore itself at the beginning of quest, so she
Right.
would ready, but unfortunately that's not going to do us any good.
Yeah, she won't be
Anyway,
committed.
we'll just go for it. I think we're good like this.
Okay. All right. So your defense
So
first.
Elric here is blocking.
+1, no big
He's
deal.
just getting one, so he still doesn't do any damage.
Nice. And I really want to take this undefended so I can just take this guy out, but that would be very foolish, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to block with the train. Oh, no shadow. I could have handled that undefended. Oh, well.
Yeah, we don't have any healing between our two decks. So
Nope, so we got to play it safe.
Yes, indeed.
Some chumps will be out soon. You going to try to do a little damage to this guy?
Yeah, I think Idrian takes 1 from that attack.
3, yep, you're right, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'd forgotten that Nallor, the useless dwarf, actually has 1 attack on him. I need to take control of this guy, so I will actually swing back with both of them. Sam's 2 attack because of his response, so I will do 1 damage to the spy.
I'll attack with Glorfindel for 2 damage. Alright, is that it?
Yep.
Alright, let's see if we can do this control N thing correctly.
Looks like it worked.
Hey, alright. Yeah, I got some allies I don't need. You know what, why not? I'd like to keep a resource in Aragorn to have him ready, but I feel like we need allies at this point.
Yeah.
So I'll just go ahead and pay 3 spirit to bring out Lorien Guide. Told you there were lots of elves in here.
Oh, let me do... Hold on. Well, it's too late. I want to actually do something before you did anything else because it might change what you do. I'm going to get 2 resources from Steward. And I'm going to spend 1 to play Campfire Tales. So
oh, okay.
draw a card as long as... I'm assuming that's not a problem with you.
No, then I'm going to undo. I will save my pennies. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was thinking of why I had so many elves in here. One, because they're good for questing, but also when I was playing with Matthew, he had Celeborn, so they got the little global boost. But no planning for me. I'm going to save my money.
Okay. I am... contemplating how I want to do this because I kind of feel like we need more willpower here. No, I'm saving up.
Okay. I will send the team, but I will go ahead and trigger Aragorn's response to keep him around. So that's another 11 for me.
For some reason, Nallor didn't. I guess because I explicitly took control of him. You might want to grab him.
Oh yeah, and you also need to raise your threat by 2 for his silly forced effect.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. So 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I'm sending 11 again.
So 2. This is annoying. There's no reason to stop him from attacking unless I can actually kill him, because I'm really just kind of delaying stuff. So I think I just need to send Sam here.
That's fine. Yeah, because then you can use the bros to take him out.
Yep.
That's fine by me. We might get bogged down a little bit, but that's okay. So you're sending 3.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So we're questing for 14. There is 5 in the staging area.
And beginning of quest phase, that Tharbad goes away. It's the forced effect, and unfortunately she can't ready from it.
Yeah, because it would have been at the top of the quest phase. Okay, first card. Player raises his threat by 1 for each ally he controls, and if any players start to swing us. So that's 2 for me. 0 for you.
I'll take it. This is a very
Nice.
ally light deck, so I don't mind that card at all.
Second card is another hideout.
It's actually not a bad thing here,
And the
as long as this
Surge
next card
Shadow.
isn't too bad.
Kill each orc enemy and play a shadow card. Each orc enemy gets negative 15 engagement cost until the end of the round. Okay. One for you. You. Am I dealing these in the wrong order? I guess it doesn't matter.
It's really kind of ambiguous, the order of dealing shadow cards when it's
Yeah.
dealing them into the staging area like that. I'm not even sure how that would work, but it's fine.
Okay. All right, so we got out scot-free there. So we have 6 in the staging area to our 14.
Nice. So 8, if I'm counting correctly.
Yes, sir. So we can reduce our threat by 8, which is nice. And we'll go ahead and travel here, which works out nicely for our friends.
They're at minus 15, so
they're...
we deal with. Well, let's see. The Marauder is at 15 right now, so we do have to deal with him.
Okay.
25, but we don't have to deal with the Spy, which is good. Let me pull the Marauder. Yeah.
Okay. And is he... Yeah, sadly you don't get Sam's...
Yeah, I don't get Sam's, unfortunately, because his engagement is very low right now, but that's fine. I have a solution for him thanks to the Tharbad hideout, so...
Okay, cool. Then I will block with Aragorn.
I am going to spend 1 from...
Are you doing this at the top of combat, or...?
Yeah, I need to do it.
Good.
Combat action window. I'm going to actually feint the Marauder and then just block the Spy since we've got the location active.
Okay.
Anyway, continue with your attack. Sorry.
Continuing with my attack, Aragorn blocks Shadow, and I hate that stupid warg anyway, so Aragorn takes 1, and that's that. You don't have to block Belloq's Marauder, so...
I'm going to have Elro here block the Spy, who does not trigger his forest thanks to the location, and I'm going to spend 1 to ready him immediately.
Okay. Attacking makes an additional attack.
That is annoying. I will block again and spend 1 to ready immediately.
Okay, he does get another Shadow. Raise the defending player's threat by X, where X is the amount of damage dealt. No damage is dealt.
0 damage, so
take that.
I laughed that off.
Sauron.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll strike back with Glorfindel for 3.
You got us a Nahler too. He's got to be useful at something.
Alright, little dwarf, come with us.
He's such a useless ally. That's so funny.
He's just orc bait.
Okay. So as much as I would love to put 1 whole damage on the Marauder, this guy's going to become... Yeah, I think a certain wizard's going to have to deal with the Marauder. But anyway, I'm going to just go ahead and have both of the brothers work together and kill the Spy.
They swing for 5, which is more than enough, or exactly enough, I should say. Okay. That was successful.
Yeah.
Any wonderful closing actions before we wrap this round up for another?
Nope.
All right, off we go. Go, automation. I'm always having such a hard time with it. It's actually working today.
You discard that shadow card from the Spy, too, I would imagine.
Hold on, my control line actually didn't work. Let me try again. There we go. Yep, that goes away, you're right. And you get Malir. I raise my threat by 2.
Hold on. I just...
Oh, okay. So I did not get my resources or my card, so I pressed Control N again, and I think it gave you extra resources and a card for some reason.
Taking those away.
So maybe we shouldn't do the automation anymore. I don't know.
I had no resources on any of my guys by the end of that, right?
Yeah. So you're correct now.
Okay. Wait a minute. What did I spend from Sam's resource pool? Shouldn't I have 2 on him?
I don't think so. I don't think you had any.
Last round was the...
Oh, no, you didn't spend any last round. You spent He should have one, yeah. So Sam should have two.
Yeah, he should have two. I did say I spent the one for feint. I spent all of them from Elwer here for blocking. Yeah,
Yeah,
so Sam should have two. Okay, yeah, this is why I don't like the automation. Is it just screws me up.
yeah.
Anyway, um, okay. Do you need resources?
Need is a strong word, but I could certainly use them.
Okay, well,
Because you may want. I don't know if you want to save them for blocking. That would be my concern. Because I'll be fine. I'll be able to
yeah,
get one ally out this round.
yeah. I
So
can only pay resources from his pool for blocking, and I don't necessarily want to hog all of them. Let me see here. I actually think, you know what? I think this is the best play, to be honest. I'm going to move one from Sam to, well, it's hard, man. I need tactics resources right now.
to move them over to Eladan.
Yeah, I just don't know if I'm gonna. Well, our threat's gonna be low enough after this that he's just gonna be single blocking the Marauder is the hope. So, yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna move one. So I spent one for the Iron Marauder. I'll move one to. I don't even need to move it. That's silly. I'll just. Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. One from Sam to Eladan. Spend them both, and I will have Elven Mail on.
Oh, nice, nice.
Okay, and that is it for me.
Okay. I will spend. I should probably save it for Aragorn, but I just want to play it now while I've actually got two resources. So I'll play Gaining Strength on Nidrain to give her an extra one. And then I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to bring out a Northern Tracker. And that's it for now.
Questing. I'm just sending Sam
Okay.
for 3.
I'll send the team again. Oh, I'm sorry. At the beginning of the quest phase, we'll go ahead and take this out.
Yep.
Unfortunate for Idrain, but
And the
good
good
for
thing
everybody else.
is, Mr. Marauder did not get any shadows because that whole time they were not removed. So unless some when revealed end up removing time counters.
Yeah, that's good. And you know what? Because there aren't really any locations that need or warrant his response, I'm actually going to hang Northern Tracker back in case I need to do some killing with him.
Makes sense.
14 again. Here we go. A dwarf. The enemy in the staging area with the highest attack engages the first player and makes an immediate attack against Naldir. Sorry,
That's
Elro here is going to be warning his. Now I've played this two different ways, and we can hash this out now. When I played at the shop, we played it so that he has to attack Nalier, which
yeah.
ended the game for us. But I also played it before, or a different game, where it was basically against the defending player. Is it again? But it's against Nalier, right?
Yeah, it's against Nalair, but the thing about attacking a character, and they covered it in what is it, Black Riders, where they introduced this concept, is you still can declare a defender,
Okay.
right? So what it means is that if I don't declare a defender here, 3 damage goes against Nalair, and we lose. So I'm going to go ahead and say that.
I mean, I've got Sentinel with Aragorn I could block for you if you want to save it. Obviously, Elro here is our dedicated defender, but I don't.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to be blocking twice anyway. Does it return him? No, he just hangs out there. Well, that's great.
Okay, so then.
Card. Yeah, so I guess go ahead and have Aragorn block that.
Oof. So he's
At
it for
least he
4.
get +2, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's hurting.
dangerous.
This lack of healing might end up being a bad thing.
Yeah, we'll see. You ready for the second card?
We also have to remove a time counter because of his forced effect.
Oh, good catch.
Okay, second card.
I know their location. Streets of Tharbad. Progress cannot be placed on it while it's in the staging area. While Streets of Tharbad is the active location, enemies. Okay, that's not a problem.
I
So
think I want to travel there now.
That sounds good. So 3 to our 14, we make 11 progress, so you can reduce your threat by 11.
Down to 9.
Nice. And we will, of course, travel there. And combat, go.
Okay, this is fun. Um,
So we'll
let's.
get our range cards out here soon. We need to
Yeah,
help
yeah,
each other
yeah.
out.
I need to get get a bow on and a blade on Glorfindel so he can help out with this because this is a lot of dudes. Okay, let's go ahead and block. We are gonna run out of time counters by the end of this round, so which is fine. I almost always run out of them. Like go through this 2 cycles of this quest before I move on, but I just don't want to go through 3. Um, yeah, I'll block the spy with Elro here and ready.
It's
It is
on.
not undefended, so no thanks. And then I will block the Marauder with Elro here, and he will be exhausted.
So he's swinging for 6. He's still good, right? Or no, he would take 1 hit.
But I do have 6 hit points now, so that's not as big
I'll
of a
beat that.
deal. Yeah, Elven Mail is pretty good. Fortunately, only going to be able to stick a little bit of damage here. So Nalir and I don't control him, whatever. He and Eladan are going to stick 2 damage on Spy. Swing for 4.
Okay.
Man, that Marauder is a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, hopefully we'll start
Oh,
getting.
and he got. Oh crap! I did that.
Oh, he
I
would have gotten an
totally did
extra
that in the
shadow.
wrong order. He would have gotten extra shadow. I needed to take his attack,
He would have gotten
and he would
2
have had
actually.
2.
He would have had 4 shadow cards. Oof, because remember the attack during questing. So if we
Yeah.
de- so if we deal
Okay,
him
so just deal him 4 more, and we'll see what happens. Oh goodness gracious!
nothing. Oh,
Oh, I'm in serious trouble here.
keep doo doo. Nothing. That's the additional attacks. That's not so. I mean, that's pretty bad actually.
Yeah, because he gets a new shadow, and yeah, actually take the 2 damage off the spy because we screwed this up completely. I forgot about his force effect. And I'm gonna declare Eladan as the blocker and pray. This is gonna be bad. Please don't get a bonus.
7.
He just died. Yeah, we're screwed now.
Oh no,
I got no tactics resources.
that's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. I should have taken that undefended and just let Stam die. That was the smarter play there.
Mm.
Man. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this one now, but we will see.
Let's play it out. Okay.
Crap.
Oh, Nalier. Why are you so useless? Okay, why don't you do the control N thing? Let's see
I
what that.
did. I screwed this automation. It's never
Let me try it
worked.
and let's see what happens. Oh, it worked. Okay, so the first player has to press it first. All right.
Of course, I can
So
faint now that I don't have a tactics hero. That's
yes,
awesome.
Sylvan Refugee goes away because Eladan left play. I've got a few dead cards in my hand. This is not good, Nav. Um, no, it isn't going to work. I need 2 resources, but there's no way to get them, is there?
I can give you 1.
Yeah, it doesn't help because I wanted to take it this turn, so because I have a card that'll let me pull somebody over to you or somebody over from you. Don't forget to raise your threat by 2 because of good old Miller.
I've only raised it by 1 from Nolly the other round, so I just raised it by 3 to make up for it.
Hmm. Yeah, if you could send me one, that'd be helpful.
Sure.
Okay.
So
Well, right now I'm just gonna play 3 to bring out the Lorraine Guide. That way next round I can take some of the heat off of you, but I need that 3rd resource. So. All right. Anything over there?
Nope.
No. This is not good, Nav. Okay, I will send everybody again. Well, I'm tempted to hang back with Aragorn, or do we want to just go ahead and press through?
Uh,
Because we're kind of okay. Like basically, the last round we just is just a mad rush. So I'd like a
yeah.
little more time to set up in case we dig
Um,
up sword that was broken or some other goodies. So let me just send. I'm obviously going to send Lorraine Guide. Well, they all commit at the same time. So let me make sure I play this correctly. Everybody commits, so that's 5, 6. Yeah, 6 isn't going to cut it. So I'll send
I mean, I'm
Aragorn.
gonna send Sam because he's not getting his bonus anymore. I hope I don't have to
Yeah.
engage more enemies, but um, yeah, I'm sending Sam for 3.
Okay. Let me make sure I'm playing this right. Everybody commits at the same time. Then the response from Sylvan Scout triggers, which puts the
Lauren.
which ready is Idrain, right?
Yes, that is correct.
There we go. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
question for
just
13.
exhausting is like part of the cost of committing unless you're special and your name is Glorfindel.
He is very special. Glorfindel actually means special in Elvish. I don't know if you knew that.
I don't believe you.
Ruins of the Second Age. I don't like this card.
Yeah,
Because
it's
all the
really
city locations,
sad.
yeah.
Oh, look, more shadow cards, my favorite. Okay, well,
And
we're definitely leaving that guy where he is.
yeah,
So
so
we're
the,
going against 4.
yep, so 9 would lower your threat by 9.
Well, I am at 4 threat.
And that actually worked out okay, because we're close, but we'll still get another round, hopefully muster some goodies. Obviously, we're going to travel here. If you can,
Oh,
are you okay with the extra shadow?
so wait, did we not remove the one from the quest at the end of last round?
We did. You talking about the one at the end of the round?
I thought we were going to get to 0 last round. Did I
Pretty
not?
sure I removed it.
Okay.
Let me go
Well,
back to the.
this guy should have 2 shadow cards, the Marauder, already,
Okay.
because of the one we removed at the end of last round. And then
Okay.
he's going to get an additional one if we travel to the ruins. So in
So
that
that's the question. Are you
case,
okay with that, or do you want to leave it there?
I mean, there's probably another additional attack. I don't know. I guess I'm not doing any damage to these guys anyway, so as long as we only get 3 total attacks, I can deal with all 3 of them.
Okay.
And their bonuses, the attack bonuses aren't insane, but if he's getting 4 shadow cards, there's a pretty good chance there's an additional attack and a boost in there. I guess we'll see. I really wish I honestly should have taken an undefended and killed Sam because we don't really need him for questing, and I need the tactics resource. That was a
Yeah.
tactical error on my part, but it's nothing like staring at a feint in your hand that you cannot play because your only tactics hero is dead.
Yeah. Not a happy
Okay.
feeling.
Especially when he's gonna have four shadow cards. I say we go there and we just try and quest out and we hope for the best. We're gonna
Yeah,
have
that's
to
the
make the
strategy at
most.
this point. Yeah. Okay. So we'll travel there, and when we deal, we're leaving this gentleman in the staging area.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and deal shadow cards.
Spy is
So
getting, or I guess Marauder gets 2, then the Spy, or no, sorry, Spy gets 2, and then the Marauder gets 2. It's a lot of freaking shadow cards. Okay.
that's bad. So we'll go ahead and
Um,
let the Marauder attack first, right?
yeah, and I will spend 1 and ready and hope for the best.
All right.
It's kind of
No
ridiculous.
whammies. Nothing. +1. Nothing. Nothing. Did we run out of? Wait.
So raises it by damage dealt by this attack. So he's swinging for 6, and I'm defending for 5. So I do have to raise my threat by 1, and I do take 1 damage.
That's not all the shadow cards, though. Did I not deal him the extra 2? Because he had 4 at the beginning. We should have gotten 2 more.
Well, he would have 2 from last round, and then 2.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought he had 4. Yep, we're good.
Yeah. He just said 4 total, and then I'm ready, and I'm going to go ahead and defend and spend 1 to block the spy.
Nada. Nothing. Very good.
Okay. And he's going to swing back for 0 just out of frustration at losing his brother.
Yes.
He spits in the eye of the Spy of Mordor. Spy from Mordor.
Man, I really hope that we get some attachments next round, because this is getting grim. Okay, that's it. The rest of my team sits impotent. Alright, so if you control N, we should be good. Or not. Oh, hey, there it goes.
I wish that you could send me resources right about now. I'm gonna do this because I think it's the right play, but it's very risky. At this point, being
Well,
those
I'll
many
be able to take
pieces.
an enemy off of you in just a second.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna want you to do that. So I'm playing Faramir.
Great.
That's it for me.
Excellent. Very good. So then all I can do is pay 3 to summon the Son of Arnor. And I will choose... I'll take the Spy. If that's alright with you.
Yeah, you should be able to kill him on the counter swing. So we'll
Yeah,
just
that's the hope.
with me and hope he doesn't kill the rest of my heroes.
He is nasty. Okay, so anyway, he gets
He
2
has
shadow.
2 shadow cards. Yeah, he's just always
That
gonna have 2 shadow.
resets to 4, so our threat level is at 40. Our threat cap. Okay. I'm going to make a note. I haven't done this before.
I usually when I play this quest, I've been just using the threat counter down below. I'm gonna set that to 40 as a reminder that
Okay,
that's
that'll work.
threat out.
That note doesn't work. All right. So we're at questing. Here we go.
So I'm gonna declare Sam for 3, and then I might as well just do it now. I'm gonna exhaust Farmier and choose you.
That's good. And I'll send everybody. I'll trigger Lorien's guide. I will keep... Yeah, I'll keep the Northern Tracker back to defend. That seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah,
We don't want to...
Adrian's gonna ready, and you've already got your plan for who's gonna defend, and then you should be able to swing back and kill this guy. Is that the idea?
And absolutely. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 10 again. Okay, 13 should be good. Although, if we clear, we're going to end up...
Oh, we're gonna clear.
No, we're good, because Spelllock will just sit in the staging area.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, we're gonna have to be careful about this spy coming out. Maybe you can pull it down and kill it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm ready. Go for it.
Here we go. So, well, actually, let me go ahead and calculate the bonus from Faramir. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 14, 17 all day. Okay.
I mean, really, there's no reason for me to use them now. I should have waited until they came out and seen if we even needed it. But
That's okay.
yeah, it's okay unless the Marauder gets a bonus attack or 2.
Yeah. Okay, so that's... Now we're in revealed effects. 3, 6, 7, 8... to our 17, so we make 9 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, whoops, you should have gotten... I forgot about old Nalier. I should raise my threat by 2. So we reduce our threat by 5, so we're not quite there yet.
Just 5?
Did I do that right? Because we're at 17, and there's 6, 7, 8 in the staging area. That's 9, minus 4 on the location.
And then 5. Yeah, you're right. Wow, we didn't clear it. I'm at 1.
3.
Huh. That's good, I guess.
I don't know.
I think we should travel to the alleyway, honestly.
Extra travel in here. Oh yeah, that's fine. So that's 4.
Because it gets the 3 threat out. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't even necessarily see a buffer. Because let's see, after you travel there, did you add the time counter? After we traveled?
I did not. That's good. For some reason I had in my mind that it was after it was explored.
Yeah, because the threat raise isn't that bad when we're giving ourselves another round of time counter anyway. So that's really all this. This scenario is kind of weird. It's your threat is not this clock that's ticking. It's this pendulum that swings in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to think about it.
Yeah, so we're definitely leaving. Well, I'm certainly leaving those guys where they are.
Yeah, I can't handle his forced effect at the moment. Yeah, we'll be all right. I think now that we've got Faramir in play, we'll be questing pretty hard, so we should be okay. All right, shadow cards.
Yeah, because the Marauder doesn't have enough shadow cards already.
All right, Godspeed, Elro here.
I'm gonna block and ready.
Here we go.
Problem is he
Shadow.
keeps getting bonuses and I keep taking damages. Damages is like a
Gonna
war
be
of
chipping
attrition.
away.
Yeah.
Shadow card roulette. Remove a time counter. So does that mean he gets
He
more
gets
shadow
2 more
cards?
shadow cards right now, which is I've never had this happen before, where an enemy gets shadow cards as the attack is resolving.
Crazy.
It's kind of
One.
insane.
No shadow there. No shadow there. +1. Oof.
So I raise my threat 1 and I take 1 damage.
That's
This is concerning,
no
to say
whittling you
the
down.
least.
I mean, we just need to get some ranged out.
I'm
That's
gonna have to start chump blocking him with like an Aaron Rider die.
yeah,
We'll see. I'll get there when I need to, but this is
yeah.
bad.
All right. So Northern Tracker's going to defend. No shadow, so we'll take 1 damage, which is okay by me. Can you do anything? Man, no, you can't. Ugh. And these guys will swing back. 3, 6. Pew, pew.
Killed something.
That's positive.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Go ahead
Well,
and give him his 2 shadows so that we'll remember it now.
good idea. All right. Automate.
Well, let this be a lesson to anyone watching that if you are running a splash hero in your deck, don't put him in a situation where he can die early game, because that's bad.
The more you know.
Okay. I love automation when it doesn't work. Still not working.
Wait for it.
Oh, there we go.
Wait for it.
Okay. Yeah. That's great. Keep drawing all these tactics cards. Should probably have a song in this deck or something.
Oh, I very foolishly forgot that I'm not in secrecy mode, so I'm going to go ahead and play this guy for free, who was in there in the first place because I knew that this quest would drop my threat. So I got a freebie. That'll actually, you know what? I think I'm going to get a little crazy here. I've got a, let's use
Oh,
table
you
talk
have
rules.
Mallor as
I've got a
well, which
card
is
in my,
you have Mallor, which is relevant because I'm going to be farming you. So
but I have a card that will tell the tale of some allies coming into play. So I'm trying to decide if I want to use that or not, and if so,
the one thing I'm
because
cool with.
I need readied people.
Yeah. So
So if it whiffs, we're in deep doo doo.
yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking is you could actually do it at the like hold back guys and do it at the end of the round because then
There you go.
they're held
That's the way
back.
to
They
do it.
can be used for combat if you don't end up needing them.
Now we're talking. Okay. Then I'm done planning.
I am also done planning.
It's a sad day.
I,
Okay.
I also just honestly need to save resources on Elra here.
No, that's fine. It's just good. Poor guy's
I
taking
think
a
I'm
beat.
going to actually chump block with the Aaron Rider this time just to give a
Sure.
reprieve to my poor elf. But yeah, next turn I'm going to have resources to. Man, I can't.
I'm sitting on a particular ranger who I can't get out because I don't have the money, who would help with shadow cards, but I don't think she. I don't know. It's tough. This is gaming on a weeknight, people. After your brain is fried after a long day's work.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I think I am going to chump block because Foreshadow
Okay.
is just he's too beefy.
It's too gnarly.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Questing. So I'll keep Aragorn ready and send. And yeah, that'll work. So 4, 5, 6.
And I'm gonna well, you know
Yeah,
what?
just wait.
I want to have control. I'm gonna wait, and we'll see what
What
we
we
need to
need.
do.
Okay. 14. Here we go. Oh man.
This is gonna be my doom, isn't it?
Okay.
Jeez.
And Tharbad hideout, which is going to surge. Oh, not this one. Return all engaged enemies to the staging area. Then the first player either removes one-time counter from the current quest or each spy. Let's do. All right, let me go ahead.
We only have one spy, so I'm totally well. It's your choice,
Well,
but
let's run the numbers real quick. So we're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We would win by 4, which would just clear the location. If you add Faramir, we'd win by 10, which would clear the location, but still wouldn't get us out anyway. So that's fine. So why don't we? We'll definitely add the threat. And I mean, well, let's think about it for a second. Are you going to need Faramir for something? Because either way, we're not beating this
well,
stage.
why would I pull a guy down at this point? I can't do any damage to him. You mean just to get a threat out of the staging area?
Yeah, I guess we don't need it if I'm questing so well. So that's fine. Does that affect us at all? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. So you can trigger Faramir. Go ahead. What are you going to
I
say?
mean, honestly, you should pull a guy down and kill him. To be honest, like after you travel to Tharbad, you could pull the spy down and kill it, and its forest won't do anything this turn, right?
The spy?
Yeah,
Why won't
because
this force do anything?
we're gonna clear an alleyway. We can travel to Tharbad hideout, which
Oh,
means
yes,
that
you're right. Sorry, when you said Tharbad, I got confused. You meant the hideout. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, so we'll do that. So we'll win by 4, which will clear the location, unless you're going to trigger Faramir.
I mean we might as well, right? Because
Yeah,
I'm not
you're not
I'm
taking
not pulling
anybody.
anybody on my
Sure.
side. So
So we win by 6. I'm sorry, 10.
4, and then we go down by 6. So I go to 1.
Yeah, I go 5.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. By 3. Did you add your Nalair threat last time?
Probably
That's
not.
funny
I'm
because
probably at 3.
before the game, Dan and I were
I don't know.
discussing how.
I think I've been adding it, but I'll just put it at 3. I don't really care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's just funny because we were discussing before the game how the board state just gets so loco. Like I was talking about how I just started playing Hearthstone and how it's actually really nice to have the automation and the kind of the polish when you're playing a game like this. So playing Lord of the Rings either an octagon or on the table with all the crazy board state stuff, it becomes a lot to keep up with. But that's neither here nor there. So we clear the hidden alleyway, which will ready Idrain. We'll travel here, which will spare us from the spy. I guess yeah, we'll leave the big boy in the staging area, right? And I'll take the spy.
Screw that guy. I'm so done with that stupid marauder.
Yeah, so let me tidy up my board here. So I'm swinging for 3. Do I want to jump?
No, you don't want to chump. I'm gonna sentinel block with Elro here. Ready. Well, I won't even bother to ready. It's not even worth it. I'll just block.
Awesome. That's great. That's perfect. It's 2, so 5. It still bounces. That's great. Where are you, Arwen? All right. And the team swings back. Eredvarn will make his first kill of the evening. And get rid of that Joker. And his effect doesn't trigger because of the hideout. Okay, so before we do anything else, I'll go ahead and tell a very good tale using these 2 ranger folk for 7.
And don't forget to shuffle your deck before you do it. Not that
That's good.
anyone at home can see that happening.
No, that's
but
good. I think I usually forget to do that, so that's good. 1, 2.
Oh, really?
Come on. Okay, that's positive.
Yeah, at least you get your money back.
Yeah, so I get these guys.
Close enough, anyway.
Do I want to trigger?
Interesting.
Trigger that? Probably not, right? Well, because no, because
It's gonna be the forced on the skirmisher if you really want to have him kill something. But I
I
mean,
don't.
he could kill a scout or something. But I don't know. It is 3 threat. I don't know.
We're swinging for 4, so you can still block
I
for
mean,
me. So
if you
I'm gonna go
well,
ahead
the
and
thing
pull him.
is, well, no, he's not gonna attack. You could actually
I just
swing
mean in
him.
the future.
Well, what phase did you do this in? Because if it's combat, you can actually kill him.
How?
Because we're still in the like, assuming you did
I
very
don't
good
have
to
enough.
go in the combat.
Oh, I do have enough damage to kill him, don't
Yeah,
I?
you do. He's 6. You've got 3, 5, 6, and you just have him kill the exhausted scout, right? Because when he comes down, he does Yeah, a character you control. So you kill the exhausted scout when he comes down. You have everyone swing on him because it's still
But,
combat, so you can still
but
hit
that
him.
begs the question of how is he going to be blocked?
He doesn't. You don't have to block him. All the attackers get their
Oh,
chance to attack, and then after that, there's a player action window. You're doing a very good tail in that player action window, so he doesn't attack.
Dan, I'm brilliant.
You are brilliant.
Okay, so he aces the scout. That's fine.
And then
And
everybody swings on him,
but is okay.
right?
Yeah, I'm just still not clear on the action window thing, but I think we're right.
So basically, there's an action window at the beginning and end of most. I'm not going to say every, most of the phases. Some of them are weird, like refresh is weird. But combat, basically, you deal all enemies, engaged enemies, a shadow card. You go through the whole for each enemy. You declare a blocker, resolve their attack. You go through that for all of them. But the thing is, you don't ever go back to that step. Once you've
But my
gone
point
through
is, I
it,
think, but I already killed dude. I
uh-huh.
already killed the spy, so I still have an action window there.
I mean, let me look at
You know what?
the
Let's just say that
chart
I do, and we'll let internet sort
I,
it out. I'm fine
because
with that. I just want to move on.
there's no reason why you can't swing with a ready guy in the combat phase. Give me 1 second.
Sure, yeah.
I have a link to the
We're gonna
rule
adjudicate boys and girls.
because I am positive this is legit, but I do want to confirm it. He definitely does not attack. I know that.
Yeah. Right.
Um, Combat phase. Okay. First player resolves attacks made by enemies against him. Blah blah blah. Player actions. Declares and resolves attacks against his enemies. Next player. Okay, so here's what it is. There is a player action window as part of declaring attacks against enemies. If you use that action window to do a very good tail and pull him in that action window, you can,
Well,
right?
that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, so it's totally legit.
Awesome.
And
It's too
because there's
legit.
two main steps to combat, there's all enemies attack, and once you've resolved that, you move on to player's counterattack. You're doing the action in the player's counterattack step. He doesn't get to attack. You've already passed
Yeah,
the opportunity for him to do that. So this is why engagement effects like Son of Arnor and Westfold Outrider are really freaking good.
that's awesome. Aren't you guys glad you watched this video? Okay, cool. So swing back for 6. Gentleman is very much dead, and the shadow cards go away, as do the marauders. And that's what you call a successful combat round. All right. Anything else before we wrap this up? This particular round. Okay, cool. I feel good about that, and I learned something new. So you can control in. Okay, there we go.
You don't forget your Nallor nonsense.
No, how could I forget?
Um, okay, and I get 2
I'm
more.
getting annoyed with my draw here. I'm getting no ancient
I get
mathoms
to
to
actually
give me some cards.
do something this round, which is kind of nice.
Poor old Bill.
Build a pony for free. Wah, wah, wah. Sad trombone sound.
Wah, wah.
And I'm going to do. Let's see.
We've got to get to stage
Actually,
2. I'm getting so
yeah,
bored.
we do. I'm just wondering. This is how I'm going to do it because then it'll give me options for next round. I'm going to spend 4 and play Aristor. And
Okay.
I'm going to pitch Steward of Gondor. No, let's, just in case that actually becomes relevant, let's pitch Gondorian Shield. Since I'm never playing that card, and I'm drawing a card. Okay, it's your go.
Nothing. I
Well,
can't seem to.
do you need resources? Because I can give you a resource.
I need 2. But
Uh,
if you give me 1 now, that's fine. I'll just save
sure.
it for next round.
Have a resource.
Thanks, bud. Okay. Um, I keep thinking that something bad's gonna happen when we go to. Oh, I forgot to remove the time counter. I keep think.
And he gets his 2.
Or no, he wouldn't because the time counter would not have been removed because of the hideout.
Oh, true,
Or
true.
state. But I was saying I keep thinking
Okay.
something bad's gonna happen when we get to stage 2 because I was playing the 3 trials the other day, but nothing really bad happens. Belloc just gets added to the staging
Comes
area, so I'm
out. He
just
lowers
considering who.
of all the nonsense, but I think I'm
But
gonna
it's
have.
only by like was it by 20? Oh, 30. That's not that bad
Yeah. I mean,
when
we
you're at 0.
basically should have a round to just scramble. I'm gonna have a just ridiculous wombo combo for the round that when we're on stage 2. So
Okay.
it's funny how this deck can still kind of work when it's missing half of its spheres. I say kind of because not being able to kill things is a bit of a drawback for a combat deck, but
That's true. All right, who would you like to send questing? Sam and Sam?
well, Aerostor, that's all he's any good for. And might as well send Bill.
Let's
So I'm
pretend
sending
Sam is riding
6.
Bill. Okay. I'm going to keep Aragorn
Okay,
back.
there I'm sending.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Sending 6.
So obviously sending all these folk.
Unfortunately, the hideout goes away at the beginning, so she doesn't get to ready.
Let's see.
Silly card.
Trying to decide if I can get away with not sending Aragorn. I'm sending 7, and then if you give me Faramir, I'll have.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on him because I don't think there's any reason that I shouldn't.
Yeah, I would have 12 with
Because there is one revealed
Faramir.
that
So
does. The only reason I'm holding back is honestly one revealed that does engagement shenanigans. I'd rather have him there
right,
than to sacrifice him.
that's a good idea. All right, so 13, I think there's no active location. I think we'll be okay. Here we go. Hey, buddy.
Oh, Surge, my favorite.
And the second card.
Should have. I called it.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you should have had him. Would you? You wouldn't have sent him questing
No, I would not have sent him questing.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's going to be the Spellock. Great. The Marauder.
So the Marauder comes down. I'm gonna ready Sam as a response. 2, 3, 4, 6. I can actually damage this guy. That's actually relevant for next round. Okay. So he makes an immediate attack. Is that correct from that card?
Yep. So he gets a shadow.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna block him and ready and hope for the best. Please don't get a bonus. Please. Thank you. No damage.
Okay. So now we've got our 13 against the 3 in the staging area. That leaves 10. We reduce our threat by 10. I think we did it, Dan.
And is that with? Do I have to exhaust Farmir or not?
No, we were at 13, and then that's
Sweet.
-3, so that's perfect.
Okay.
All right, so let's get to stage 2 here.
Stage 2. Crossroads.
With a beautiful bit of art there by Ben Zweifel. Add Belloc in the crossing to the staging area, then shuffle the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. Discard cards from the encounter deck until X orc enemies have been discarded, where X is the number of players in the game. Add all discarded orc enemies to the staging area. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll put that down here. Now, thing about the crossing at Tharbad to the kids at home, +2 quest points for each player in the game, so it's at 14. It cannot become the active location, and it cannot be touched by player card effects, including Northern Tracker. But all we have to do is make the 14 progress, and we win. We will make the crossing. We add Belloc. Shuffle this into the counter deck. And discard until we get 2 orcs. There's 1 orc. That's not an orc, that's a wolf. Come on, little orc. There we go. Oh, this guy. Is it revealed? Add. Added. Okay, cool. So we don't worry about his one revealed.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
And then,
we don't have to engage any of these guys. Well, let's see. The creature is at 0, so we do have to engage him.
And real quick, time 3/4 after the last time counter is removed, either raise each player's threat by 3 or Belloc makes an immediate attack against Nalier.
Okay.
And instead of making progress, it goes on the crossing. Okay. So everybody's -30. So you said we will have to engage the orc hound, but is that it?
Yeah, and I think
That's
I elect you to optionally engage the orc hound.
Can do. Let me see if I can handle anybody else.
Oh, don't bother. Next round, if all goes well, we're going to completely destroy the quest phase.
I like your confidence. We'll go with that.
Oh, yeah, I happen to have a secret up my sleeve, so it should be good.
Bears don't have sleeves.
Fair enough.
Alrighty.
well, I'm at 6 hit points, so I'm gonna, well, let me think about this. Yeah, I'm gonna block extra 3 there. Math is a thing. Sorry, okay, I'm gonna block and ready.
Okay. And let's see what we got. Oh, Shadow. All right.
Okay.
He's swinging for 2. We did not explore location, so I only need 3 to kill him. So I'll just block with Northern Tracker.
Oh, I'll block with Elwer here. It's fine.
Okay. You don't need to swing with him.
Um. So here's the thing. I could, but realistically, I want to go all in next round, where we're either going to lose or win or lose, because we're going to send
Okay.
everybody. So.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. It's up to you.
I'll just block with the tracker. It's fine.
Okay.
Well, I guess your point is that if I get a nasty shadow, he's dead. We would need the bodies, right?
That's the idea. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll play it safe.
I'll block with Elwer here,
Move 1 time counter.
and Marauder gets 2 shadow cards technically, but he's already attacked.
Okay. I guess that's it. So the shadow cards will go away. We'll remove another one, which gives him 2 more. And you can control in when you're ready.
I have to go up 2 from Nalair, so I'm at
So
3.
null area. Hey, I got. Oh, you know what? I should have done another tail. I forgot. Oh well.
Oh, shoot. Oh, do it. Do it anyway. Trust me.
Okay, so who was ready? It would have had. Oh, the 2 sons were ready, so we'll do that. They were. So we did the 2 sons. Sorry, internet. It's funny. I keep talking about that like people are just going to talk trash about us, but the potentially biggest critic is Glaurung, and he digs our stuff. So I'll.
Well, at least
So
we're
sorry.
catching the mistakes.
3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would have been it. We'll do the
Pretty
refugee.
clear the choices there, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I draw my card. Okay, we're good. Oh, good. I got a good card.
Yeah,
All right.
so we're going all in here because let me just say that, yeah, there's no reason not to exhaust every character for the quest phase this round.
All right, and I can get one more
Leave it at
ranger in.
that.
I can get one more ranger in play,
Do it.
which is well, this isn't going to make a difference. It's too little, too late. But finally got Warden of Arnor in there.
Nice. It might matter. Who knows what
Yeah,
comes
who
out
knows?
the first
Yeah,
fight.
it's true. It might knock out one of those 1-threat locations. That's true. Dunedain Watcher's
Okay.
watching
You
somebody. I always think she's like baking
absolutely.
bread. Is it in my head, or is she like got like? It looks like she's stirring a bowl with some batter in there,
Yeah. I always thought that too, but I guess she's like what, sharpening a dagger or something? I don't know. I can't
or
even
like a
tell.
pencil. Anyway, you're planning, sir.
Um, I pass.
Interesting.
So I recommend you quest with everyone, and I mean everyone.
That's pretty. That'll be a nice boost. All right, so let's see. Can't do anything with the Northern
I
Tracker. So let me.
too am going to quest with everyone except Faramir.
I wonder what that is. All right, so let me count it up.
You still there?
Yep,
Okay, I
I'm
just
counting,
back
which
or
takes a
something.
lot of brain power.
All good.
All right, so I've got 16 without Faramir.
Okay, so I'm gonna Faramir, and then I'm gonna spend 5,
Hey.
and I'm gonna play Grim Resolve.
Oh, nice. This I
And
like.
everybody readies.
All right, let me do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
And
8, 9.
oh, I can't imagine why. I'm gonna Faramir you again. This is broken. You're gonna be questing for so much, it's not even funny.
Sorry, 16 plus 12 is 28. You ready, everybody? Actually, there's a better way to do that. Control R that readies everything? I can't remember.
I wouldn't even mess with it, honestly. I don't trust the automation. It's squirrely.
Dangerous. So we double dipped on the Faramir, huh?
Yeah, so you're getting +2 to all your characters.
It's 12 more. That's 40.
Yeah, and that doesn't even count. I sent everybody. Well, the errand writer doesn't do anything, but because I didn't farm here on my side, but I've got 5, 6, 8. I'm sending on my side.
Yeah, so 48.
Okay,
I think
bring
it's
it
gonna
on.
work. Here we
I
go.
think we can do this.
I'm into it. Each player is struck by one. Oh boy, that's one, two. That shouldn't matter.
So I raise my.
It was mine by 9, and then it surges. Figures by 5. Or excuse me, 4. Whoop! We lost Dan. Let's see if he reconnects. I don't know any good jokes, so we'll just have an awkward silence. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So I guess this is prime time for a good anecdote. I went to DragonCon last week here in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, and I went to a cool panel with several actors from The Hobbit. Adam Brown was there, and Billy Boyd was there, amongst others. And it was a really great panel, and they shared all these great stories about making the Lord of the Rings movies. Um,
Hello.
and then, oh, you caught me in the middle of my DragonCon story. I was just entertaining our viewers here.
So I just want to. I want to dedicate the remainder of this game to Time Warner Cable for being the worst company pretty much since the 9 Lords of Men turned into Nazgul.
that's
Yeah,
high. That's a high insult.
they deserve it. They deserve that, and they deserve the dark speech, the black speech,
They
which is not
probably are
spoken.
run by Nazgul, or at
I'm
least, or at
convinced of
least
it.
are Black Numenorians.
Yeah, they are certainly black Numenorians.
All right. So when we left our heroes, they were a conspicuous lot. So did you raise your threat by 4?
Yes, I did.
Okay, because in mine it says you're at 3.
Well,
Probably just didn't
Octagon
refresh.
probably dropped when my connection dropped, so it says
Thanks,
it's
Octagon.
looks like it's reconnected. But honestly, you can play this out without me. We should win this round if all goes
Sure.
well.
Well, that's our first card against Surge to
Oh,
reveal the
I'm
decrepit
seeing the next card, so I
rooftops.
must be connected now.
Okay, and then our second card will be hit that dwarf. But
Okay.
luckily everybody's ready, so we're good. So the
Who's
highest
first
and
player?
staging area.
In the staging area, which is 2, 3. It's actually the skirmisher.
Okay. Ooh, that
So
stinks. So his force is going to trigger, right?
yeah, just kill the refugee. Well, let's see. Is that gonna really hurt? I mean, so after this goes off, like, let's just do a quick thing before you decide on the block. And we do have shadow cancellation with the Watcher if we absolutely need it. So 2, 4, 6, 8,
I mean, it's
10.
got to be the refugee because we're going to lose
Yeah,
4 with her, but we would lose it anyway. So,
yeah. By all means.
or we could put 3 on Glorfindel.
I mean, or I could just no. Yeah, I could Sentinel block once with Elro here, and I'm not farm-eared, so if he dies, we lose 2.
Well, let me put the force effect. Let me put
Oh,
3
the
damage
force
on
effect.
Glorf.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
put that on Glorfindel.
Orphanal because he's not going to die, and then I'm going to block with Elro here because that's the least damaging thing in terms of if it's bad. I don't think he's going to be able to kill me, but
Nope, you're good.
yeah, there's no damage dealt by that. So there's 10 in the staging area if I counted correctly, and we're sending 48. So I
We
think
won by a landslide.
yeah, awesome. Wow, even losing a hero early, we were able to pull it out.
Yeah, and I think that's always fun. It always makes it feel extra climactic when that kind of thing happens. It sucks to kind of cripple your deck or at least hinder your deck that way because it doesn't, allow you to kind of show the full every aspect of it. But it does kind of add an element of suspense, which I like. And people were complaining about this quest being too easy, but I think this kind of shows that it's we still made it out, but it is still
Yeah,
challenging.
it's if you play it solo with a Secrecy or really any deck with Spirit Glorfindel, it can be too easy. But
Yeah.
you can say that about probably 40% of the quests in this game.
Yep.
So yeah, I definitely encourage anyone who thinks this scenario is too easy to try it out, like 2, 3, 4 player even. It's pretty nuts, especially you saw with the shadow effects kind of getting out of hand. It's interesting.
Absolutely. All right. Well, this was fun. Let's do it again soon.
Yeah, and hopefully my connection will stay up the whole time. Sorry to the internet for well, it's the internet's fault that this game got interrupted multiple times. So sorry, internet. Blame the internet.
Yeah. Well, next time I'll get to finish my Dragon Con story. But any closing thoughts before we wrap this one up?
No, it was fun. Let's do it again soon.
Definitely. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And this weekend for episode 15 of the Great Company podcast. So keep an eye on our Facebook page and Twitter account. And as always, all of our episodes are posted on greatcompanypodcast.wordpress.com. And please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear what you guys think, and we will attempt to do more of these videos in the future as more packs get released. Good night.
Night.